Can you solve all these information technology questions? It stands for
Correct. Information systems is spot on.
full form of A. You got it. Artificial intelligence fits.
The output of CADE is right choice. Useful information is best.
Cluster is a group of.
Clear logic. Sectors is sound.
Internet, also called Dash.
Exactly. Information superhighway makes sense. Bearers of tacit knowledge. Valid point. People is true.
What is the meaning of it?
Sharp thinking. Information technology is right.
What is the full form of at?
Nice work. Advanced technology fits perfectly.
A collection of related data.
Great thinking. Database is right.
Characteristic of traditional buy.
Well done. Information unit is right.
A collection of organized facts is.
On track. Data is correct.
What is new generation technology?
Smart pick. 5G is correct.
Printed information is also called.
You chose hard copy? Correct. A student name is considered as Dash. Nicely done. Data is solid.
Enters information into the computer.
Bravo. Input device is the answer.
Describe the properties of an object.
Good job. Attributes works well. What do networks allow you to share?
Solid response.
Information is valid.
Internet carries information through.
Excellent. NoBLE is well reasoned. What technology is Bitcoin built on? Smart move. The blockchain is accurate answer.
Udama is a Dash generation technology?
You're right. Second generation is correct.
Which of these is not an A technology?
Strong choice. Animation is right.
What is at the heart of any ERP system?
Well picked. Database is correct.
Data is stored in an information system.
Well reasoned. Storage is correct. Dash provides information about the user. Good thinking. Uomi is right.
The World Wide Web spans the whole globe.
Great job. Wide area is accurate.
A tape recorder is considered to be Dash.
Nice selection. Obsolete technology is correct.
What is not a type of information system?
Perfect. FIS is the one.
SSD devices sometimes use Dash technology.
Excellent choice. EEPROM is right.
They don't necessarily have to be useful.
Correct response. Data is accurate. Select one web tool for information storage. Right again. Mega is valid.
Which of the following is a VPN technology?
Clear logic. LTP is sound.
Information on the internet is sent as Dash.
Strong choice. Bits is right.
What information cannot be remotely sensed?
You got it. Volumatic fits.
Technology is a vital component in the Dash.
Valid point. Modern workplace is true. Tool in optical drive that reads information. You chose laser. Correct. What technology makes Wi-Fi calling possible? Right choice. VoIP is best. Some known or unknown quantity of information. Bravo variable is the answer. What information do you need to send an email? Right again. Email address is valid. Which one is incorrect? Feasibility assessment. Nicely done. Technology feasibility is solid. Components of an information system except dash. You're right. Material is correct. Allows you to save information to be used later. Excellent choice. Storage device is right. The security of computers and users' information. Good thinking. Cybersecurity is right. Which term refers to a global computer network? Smart move. The internet is accurate answer. Global networks connecting millions of computers. Sharp thinking. Internet is right. Generates information and sources in the network. Perfect. Server is the one. Which technology should be used instead of leap? Great job. PEEP is accurate. Use of computer system to distribute information. On track. Broadcast is correct. Possible threat to any information cannot be dash. Correct. Ignored is spot on. What processes the information during processing? Solid response. SIPU is valid. Finding the hidden information from the database. Correct response. Data mining is accurate. The source of all data warehouse data is the dash. Exactly. Operational environment makes sense. It is essentially the use of dash. Nice selection. Digital technology is correct. Which of the following is not a component of 4PIL? Excellent. Resource providers is well-reasoned. A series of things you have to do to finish a task. Well-reasoned. Activities is correct. The most common technology staple in business today. Smart pick. Computer is correct. Used to enter information on papers into a computer. Nice work. Scanner fits perfectly. Dash to transmit information on the World Wide Web. Well done. Stipe is right. A type of non-volatile solid-state memory technology. Good job. Flash memory works well. Stated the definition of radiology information system. Well picked. ROSE 2017 is correct. Which is a career in information and support services. Great thinking. Computer technician is right. Data that has been processed and has meaning is termed. Valid point. Information is true. Information is transferred on the internet through dash. Excellent. Server is well-reasoned. Which of the following words best describes? Password. Exactly. Secret makes sense. Which OSA model layer initiates the flow of information? Smart move. Application is accurate answer.
The concept of dash is of pivotal importance in the myth.
Excellent choice. Decisions is right.
What is another name for confidentiality of information?
Great thinking. Privacy is right.
Which data is the information about an object or feature? You got it. Attribute fits. Each item of information within a record is called a dash. Bravo. Field is the answer. Computers that request or order information from a server.
You're right. Client is correct.
How many principal technology infrastructures are needed? Or good job. 3 works well. A way of representing information using only 2 options.
Right choice. Binary is best.
Smartphones use dash technology to navigate through them. Strong choice. Touch screen is right. One of the applications of information technology is dash. Good thinking. Healthcare is right. An executive information system is a special type of.
Correct. This is spot on.
It is the information device sent through wires or cables. Well reasoned. Wired devices is correct.
A part of the computer that reads information from a disk. Nice selection. Disk drive is correct.
What method of protecting information does blockchain use? You chose cryptography. Correct. Who is driving the Sachin's car in the video shown in Peaked? Well done. iTechnology is right. Name the legal act that protects our personal information. Great job. Privacy Act is accurate.
A program that processes information in the form of tables.
Solid response. Excel is valid. Dash provide additional information and request user input. Nice work. Dialog box fits perfectly. WDAW is an information service in any form. Right again. Hypertext is valid. Production-related procurement refers to the purchasing of. Nicely done. Raw materials is solid. The use of science and math to find solutions to a problem. Sharp thinking. Engineering is right. Geographic Information System deals with which kind of data? Smart pick. Spatial data is correct.
Technology that tracks the user's keystrokes on the keyboard.
Clear logic. Keylogger is sound.
Dash is the act of informing or the state of being informed. Correct response. Information is accurate.
Hardware is a dash object that can be touched and picked up.
Well picked. Physical is correct. Dash is preparation of information for individual consumers. Perfect. Personalization is the one. The physical layer actually places information on the medium. On track? True is correct. It allows user to categorize and classify, arrange information.
Great thinking. Folksonomy is right.
Which is not a system for communicating without information. Solid response. BIOS is. What is the correct steps to the information processing cycle? Right choice. Input processing output is best. The passive gathering of information about a potential victim. You chose reconnaissance. Correct?
All of these are applications in information technology except
Well-reasoned. Internet is correct. Which of the following can be used to store login information? Strong choice. Cookies is right.
the dash is used to display information on the computer system.
On track. Monitor is correct.
Which protocol is used to exchange information on the internet?
Smart pick.
TCP is correct.
Which one of the following is an examples of mobile technology?
Excellent choice.
Smartphone is right.
Which term refers to bits of information about a computer user?
Valid point. Cookie is true.
Without a name or other information that identifies who you are.
Perfect. Anonymous is the one.
Dash represents raw facts, whereas dash is data made meaningful.
Nice selection. Data, information is correct.
Which one of these terms is not one of the information processes?
Bravo. Calculating is the answer.
Dash consists of basic facts that are the system's raw material.
Well picked. Data is correct.
Department of Info System records business transactions is dash.
You got it? Accounting fits.
Devices that allow you to put information into the computer dash.
Excellent. Input is well reasoned.
Dash helps you retrieve information from table as when required.
Good thinking. Query is right.
Which of the following would be considered a Web 2.0 technology?
Nice work. Wiki fits perfectly.
An information system produces information using the dash cycle.
Sharp thinking. Input process output is right.
Accomplish which is the best place to look for this information.
Nicely done. Portfolio charter is solid. An individual piece of information in a database is called a dash.
You're right. Field is correct.
Which type of malware is focused on finding personal information?
Good job. Spyware works well.
Types of information that describe geographic features are called.
Correct response. Attributes is accurate.
Dash refers to using a lie or scam to obtain private information.
Right again. Pretexting is valid.
An application used to search and find information on the internet.
Well done. Web browser is right.
Obtaining information as it is typed is a characteristic of a dash.
Smart move. Keylogger is accurate answer.
Dash carrying out the remedial actions that have been decided upon.
Clear logic. Implementation is sound.
The process of producing useful information for the user is called.
Great job. Outputting is accurate.
The place that the computer uses to save information is called dash.
Correct storage is spot on.
Which software allows you to show information to a group of people?
Exactly. Presentation makes sense.
One of the pair of signs put around words to show extra information.
You got it. Bracket fits. One specific piece of information about a person
or thing is called.
Valid point. Field is true.
A dash is a set of related components that produces specific results.
Excellent choice. System is right.
Using which language can a user request information from a database?
Great thinking. Query is right.
The dash is a group of people working together to accomplish a goal.
Strong choice. Organization is right.
It is the procedure of manipulating data into meaningful information.
Perfect. Data processing is the one.
Dash is any hardware component that can display information to a user.
Correct. Output device is spot on.
What part of the computer is in charge of processing the information?
On track, CPU is correct.
Programs and other operating information used by a computer is called.
Nice work. Software fits perfectly.
Network that allows information to be shared between devices over LAN.
Good job. Ethernet works well.
Which of the following will contain information about a single topic?
Well done. Web page is right.
Process of using codes to make human-readable information unreadable.
Smart pick. Encryption is correct.
A technique used to trick a user into providing personal information.
You chose phishing. Correct.
Use this to save information and take it from one computer to another.
You're right. Flash drive is correct.
Which of the following is an example of a byte of digital information?
Solid response. 101-11.
A part of the computer that displays the information in readable form.
Bravo. Monitor is the answer.
Search engines are dash that help us find information on the internet.
Nice selection. Programs is correct.
Read-only web, information sharing and company-focused are example of.
Well reasoned. Web 1.0 is correct.
Reducing information and detail to focus on essential characteristics.
Right choice. Abstraction is best.
In order to provide good service, employees should give customers dash.
Clear logic. Complete attention is sound.
All of the following are steps in the business planning process, except.
Right again. Deleting information is valid.
Which of the following is not a step of the information system process?
Correct response. Create is accurate.
A dash is the primary device that a computer uses to store information.
Nicely done. Hard drive is solid.
A column in a table that contains particular information about a record.
Excellent. Field is well reasoned.
Dash helps you find the website or the information you are looking for.
Good thinking. Search engine is right.
Which of the following is not a part of supply chain management system?
Exactly. Competitor makes sense.
More than 80% of large employers utilize monitoring technology such as
Smart move. Video conference is accurate answer.
sends information out of the computer, displays the result of processing.
Great job. Output device is accurate.
Which of the following is not a unique feature of e-commerce technology?
Sharp thinking.
Information asymmetry is right.
Which utility software can protect our personal information or identity?
Well picked. Spyware protection is correct.
When information is generated in great detail, we say that information is
Perfect. Structured information is the one.
Which type of computer is built to support an organization's information?
Well picked. Mainframe is correct.
this component allows users to enter text, numbers, and other information.
Great job. Keyboard is accurate. Which of the following would you use to find information on the internet? Good thinking. Search engine is right.
Which one of the following terms refer to the most popular LAN technology?
Solid response. Ethernet is valid.
The amount of information carried on a network at one time.
Smart pick. Bandwidth is correct. Which one of the below is an example of a wired communication technology? Smart move. Network cable is accurate answer. Windowing is a technology that applies to which transport layer protocol? Well reasoned. TCP is correct.
It is a general term that refers to the physical artifacts of technology.
Valid point. Computer hardware is true. Which of the following storage media uses laser technology to store data? Bravo. CD-ROM is the answer. In Dash management, information system are used to see employees' records. Exactly. Human resource makes sense. This is simply a collection of related information about a specific topic. Correct response. Database is accurate. All of the following are unique features of e-commerce technology, except you chose transparency. Correct.
Any instrument or machine that gathers, stores, and processes information.
Clear logic. Computer is sound. Information is dash data that is valuable and meaningful to a specific user. Strong choice. Organized is right. Part of a computer that allows a user to put information into the computer. Correct. Input device is spot on. This component visually displays information generated by the computer dash. You got it? Monitor fits. Which connection technology uses digital phone service to provide internet? Great thinking. Dassel is right. The type of media that uses laser technology to store data and programs is excellent. Optical is well reasoned. What kind of company would hire an information support and service employee? Nice work. Computer repair fits perfectly. The technology that uses parts of a person's body for identification purpose. Excellent choice. Biometrics is right. Collecting and processing data are among the functions of an information dash. Well done. System is right. Dash is data that has been transformed into output that is valuable to users. Nice selection. Information is correct. The option which gives you detailed information about files, folders, drives. Right choice. Windows File Explorer is best. What level of the organizational pyramid corresponds to information analysts? You're right. Tactical level is correct.
You can make telephone calls over the internet using a technology called Dash. Sharp thinking. VoIP is right.
Tricking a victim into revealing sensitive information under false pretenses.
Good job. Pretexting works well.
It refers to any machine capable of representing information from a computer.
Nicely done. Output device is solid.
Dash are messages that try to trick you into providing sensitive information.
Right again. Phishing scams is valid.
Information that is readable without performing any cryptographic operations. On track, plain text is correct. When Dash is arranged together, they can be put into a meaningful relationship.
Solid response. Data is valid.
Complete these definitions dash the output displayed by an information system.
Great thinking. Information is right.
It is a software application which is used to access information from the web.
Nice work. Web browser fits perfectly.
Which technology makes users feel as if they truly are in virtual environment?
Bravo. Virtual reality is the answer.
Information, a combination graphic, text, sound, video and animation is called. On track.
Multimedia is correct.
A dash are composed of fields, each of which contains one item of information.
Valid point. Record is true.
Refers to the tools and machines that people have invented to make life easier.
Nice selection. Technology is correct.
Which law protects electronic medical records and personal health information?
Well done. HIPAA is right.
Complete these definitions. Dash the raw material used by information processors.
Smart move. Data is accurate answer.
The format of displaying the information from a particular table is called dash.
Correct. Forms is spot on.
Which small logical units do data warehouses hold large amounts of information?
Excellent. Data marts is well reasoned.
Which of the following is not a specific technology of artificial intelligence?
You're right. Riemann geometry is correct.
May involve sending out emails that contains false information about a company. Well picked. Cyber defamation is correct. When dash is arranged and organized in a meaningful way, it becomes information.
Right again. Data is valid.
Information systems are used in storing subject content for online learning. Dash.
Exactly. Portals make sense.
Two or more computers connected to each other of sharing information form a dash.
Smart pick. Network is correct.
How many main mediating factors between organization and information technology?
Strong choice. 6 is right.
A device which records facial recognition or fingerprints is what type of system?
Right choice. Biometric is best.
Which technology is a combination of data generated from computer and real world?
You chose R. Correct.
Which job would you expect to find in the information technology career cluster?
Clear logic. Computer programmer is sound.
Which part of computer hardware is used to type in information into the computer? Good job. Keyboard works well. AA- is a software application for accessing information on the World Wide Web.
Well reasoned. Web browser is correct.
E-commerce is also referred to as - exchange of business information using ED. Nicely done. Paperless is solid. Which of the following jobs fall under the information technology career cluster?
Great job. All is accurate.
An organization that collects and distributes information about security breaches. Correct response. CERT is accurate. Sharing private, sensitive, or confidential information about oneself with others.
Good thinking. Self-disclosure is right.
In - management, information systems are used to analyze products and services. Perfect. Marketing is the one.
An entrepreneur should write this to avoid wasting money on unnecessary technology. You got it. Technology plans fits.
Most - is designed to obtain personal information without the user's permission. Sharp thinking. Spyware is right.
Which computer part works as the brain of the computer, processing all information?
Excellent choice. CPU is right. Which OC model layer initiates the flow of information? Correct. Application is spot on. Which connection type is a wireless method of sending information using radio waves? Great thinking. Wi-Fi is right. Identifies the rules on how the computers will transfer information with one another. Perfect. Protocol is the one.
The IC model in which an organization provides services, information, or products to. Bravo. Business to employees is the answer.
Which of the following is not part of the three-sphere model for systems management? Or correct response. Information is accurate. Method that is used to communicate information to far-off places instantly is called clear logic. Telecommunication is sound. An effective method for gathering external information for use in a SWOT analysis is
Well reasoned. Environmental scanning is correct.
tricking people into revealing private information by using emails or fake websites. Sharp thinking. Phishing is right. What type of symmetric key algorithm using a streaming cipher to encrypt information? Right again, RFE4 is valid. A computer manipulation of data so that it can be transformed into useful information. Right choice. Processing is best. Invasion, theft, falsification, misuse or deletion of information stored in a computer. Solid response. Cyber tort is valid. This is used to protect formulas, technical information, recipes, and source codes - Nice selection. Trade secret is correct. Extracting information from data and using it to predict trends and behavior patterns. Excellent. Predictive analytics is well reasoned. What command would you use on a Mac to determine your TCP/IP configuration information? Exactly. fconfig makes sense. The use of deception to gain personal and/or private information for unlawful purposes.
Well picked. Social engineering is correct.
Dash is the electronic interchange of business information using a standardized format.
Strong choice. Edie is right.
Activities related directly or indirectly to the use of internet technology are called. Smart pick. E-business is correct.
What malware tracks users' keystrokes, obtains passwords, and other personal information?
Good job. Keyloggers works well.
The physical equipment that processes data in order to create information is called the
On track. Hardware is correct.
Which of the following types of computers would process information at the fastest rate?
You chose supercomputer.
correct. What is a network of connected facilities, transportation lanes, and information systems?
Valid point. Supply chain is true. They promote or facilitate the formation of communities and instances of social exchange. You got it. Social media fits.
What technology can you use temporarily to connect networks from two different companies?
Smart move. VPN is accurate answer.
It consists of electromagnetic devices and systems for communicating over long distances.
Excellent choice. Communication technology is right.
You can read newspaper online, which is one of the applications of information technology. A. Great job. Publishing is accurate.
The components of an information system are human, hardware, software, procedures, and dash.
Well done. Data is right.
A file accessible through the World Wide Web that greets visitors and provides information. Good thinking. Web page is right. Which technique used to predict future behavior and anticipate the consequences of change?
You're right. Predictive modeling is correct.
Dash of information means only authorized users are capable of accessing the information.
Nicely done. Availability is solid.
The exchange of information and the expression of feeling that can result in understanding.
Nice work. Communication fits perfectly.
The collection of tools, policies, security concepts, etc., to protect the cyber environment.
Good job. Cybersecurity works well. This involves the electronic exchange of information through various platforms and channels. On track. Digital communication is correct. All of the following are increased in traditional markets compared to digital markets, except smart move. Network effects is accurate answer.
Allows information to be delivered to other computers or electronic devices that are connected.
Smart pick. Network is correct.
The process of converting information from one format into another acceptable for transmission.
Bravo. Message encoding is the answer.
Small chunks of information that have been carefully formed from larger chunks of information.
Nicely done. Packet is solid.
Software that enables a user to obtain secret information about another computer's activities.
Nice work. Spyware fits perfectly. Complete these definitions. Information dash hardware and software used in information processes.
You got it. Technology fits.
All of the following are considered stakeholders of the management information system except
Correct. Competitors is spot on.
What component of customer relationship management often makes or breaks a business's program? Well picked. People is correct.
Many people make the mistake of thinking that customer relationship management refers solely to
Strong choice. Technology is right.
The attempt to obtain sensitive information such as username, password, and credit card details.
Well reasoned. Phishing scam is correct.
projections and responses to queries are information output characteristics associated with Dash.
Well done. S is right.
Physical addition to the computer that allows for storage of programs, information, and resources. Clear logic. Memory is sound. What uses HTML hypertext links that users can click to access different locations or information?
Excellent. Web page is well reasoned.
Attempting to secretively discover private information about a person, company, or other entity.
Correct response. Snooping is accurate.
The scientist Roger Tomlinson firstly implemented GIS work on Dash Geographic Information System.
Right choice. Canada is best. Transmit information via such media as advertising, billboards, blimps, and flying billboards.
Perfect. Outdoor media is the one.
These are the components responsible for the processing of information within the computer system.
Great job. Processing devices is accurate.
Transmit information electronically via media such as films, radio, recorded music, or television.
Right again. Broadcast media is valid.
Malicious software collecting information about users without their knowledge consent is known as.
You're right. Spyware is correct.
A site dedicated to providing up-to-date information to raise social awareness on important issues.
Nice selection. Advocacy is correct.
Non-editable background map depicting reference information over which other layers may be imposed.
Valid point. Base map is true.
Measure how well the proposed information system will work. Which feasibility test present above?
Good thinking. Operational feasibility is right.
Vision enhancement uses special sensors that detect information from external images. This known as.
You chose input.
Correct?
Complete these definitions. The Dash system processes computer-based and non-computer-based activities.
Solid response. Information is valid.
This is when the producer of the information is intentionally misleading the consumer of the information.
Excellent choice. Deceit is right.
Gaining the trust of individuals or organizations to influence them to give confidential information.
Sharp thinking. Social engineering is right.
Any hardware component that conveys information to one or more people, the statement refers to Dash.
Exactly. Output devices make sense.
Complete these definitions. The Dash everything that influences and is influenced by the information system.
Great thinking. Environment is right.
Summary transaction data, high-volume data, and simple models are information inputs characteristic of a Dash.
Strong choice. Mrs. Right.
Which term means to use computing, electronics, and telecommunications to process and distribute information?
Good job. Information technology works well.
sharing personal feelings, information, or experiences that later make someone feel uncomfortable or regretful. Excellent choice. Oversharing is right.
This is the psychological manipulation of people into performing actions or divulging confidential information.
Right choice. Social engineering is best.
A software that finds websites, web pages, images, videos, news, maps, and other information related to a specific topic or keywords.
Blythe. Correct response. Search engine is accurate.
How you will get all these quiz questions in PDF books format.
And
Bravo. Contact Narayan Changda is the answer.